Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back. L&J Financial Podcast.
Yo!
Once again, our purpose here is to inspire, enlighten, and entertain the younger generation about finance, stocks, and mindset.
Yes, sir. That's what we do here. This is Lucas, guys. Hope you had a wonderful week. The holiday season is upon us. It's getting kind of chill vibes out here in San Diego, hovering around 60 degrees every day, so it kind of feels like winter. But nonetheless, hope you guys are doing great. Julian, how you feeling, bro?
Feeling great about the next week in the stock market coming up. Monday coming up tomorrow. Very positive outlook right now on where I'm at financially in the stock market.
I just think it's an obvious statement, but the vaccine's coming. The thing is, we have the most cases ever, but this is the best the market's ever done. It doesn't correlate with that, but I think it's because people at this point are just kind of like, fuck a virus. We're gonna get a vaccine in a couple months, So that's kind of the feeling of a market. I guess the strengths and the confidence, that's the word I'm looking for. The confidence is returning to the market a lot more. We've seen that just in November. Best month since 1988 or something. I don't know what month in 1988, but
yeah, the markets were at all-time highs still.
30,000, right? We hit 30,000 points.
Yeah, so
crazy.
Just keep in mind during these times of green and on
the green bean.
This is. Keep in mind that there will be a day coming where there will be corrections coming, and
we saw it a little bit on Thursday last week. A little bit Thursday, a little bit dipped down, but there's gonna be weeks corrections. There's gonna be weeks where they're the red weeks, 5 days in a row red.
Just always expect, and this is what I always expect, and is the better things are starting to go, the more likely something is gonna go wrong, and that's when you need to be prepared.
Yeah.
Start, looking at adding some reverse ETFs to your watch list.
Yeah. Tell them what a reverse ETF is for those that don't even know what that is.
For those who don't know what that is, it's when you can actually make money when the stock market is going down, when the S&P 500 and the Dow, when they're going down, and when most markets overall are red on the day. Reverse ETFs, you can leverage that and make money when those days go down, and you can also buy puts and other things like that. But
they're like a good hedge, basically. If you want to hedge your portfolio, you have a lot of stock which obviously you want them to be up. You can have a couple reverse ETFs, or just maybe 10 shares of a reverse ETF, and on a down day that would be green. So that would kind of give you your balance in your portfolio. I personally don't own any reverse ETFs in my portfolio, but I have bought into them when I'm like, okay, I think the correction's going to come up for tomorrow or 2 days ahead, so I buy a couple of shares of it just so I can maintain a pretty good influx of cash.
Yeah, it's always good. It's always good to have it on your watch list, So on pre-market mornings, you can look at it. You see what's red, and you see when those are green. What kind of a day it's gonna be.
Anyways, we're gonna get more into basically. In one of our points today is talking about the difference between a diversified portfolio and an aggressive, high risk, high return, high reward situation portfolio. So we'll talk about that in a second. But we want to start it off with something that's pretty deeply personal and very connected to everybody. And I think it's dealing with criticism and dealing with haters, dealing with the fuckers out there that want to bring you down. I mean, we're both young guys. We just out of high school. And I mean, high school, people know high school is it's a sham. You deal with the worst people on earth.
Yeah.
I mean, so many succubins. Julian, tell them what a succubin is, bro. I love this word.
Nah. I mean, a succubin is someone who takes your energy. So, you always got to be protecting your energy out, because, your energy is what gives you the power to be successful.
Exactly. It starts with your mindset.
So keeping people, that give you energy and bring you up, rather than people that are around you that take your energy and make you feel unmotivated and, not wanting to succeed. And, that's all about, if you're in high school and if you're out making friends and you have a clique, it's always good to keep in mind the people that,
you surround yourself with.
Yeah.
Because, birds of the same feather flock together.
And how they make you feel when you're around them.
Yeah, and I think, you hear that all the time. You've probably heard that saying, birds of the same feather flock together, and you hear that all the time, but people truly don't actually, I think, fucking act on it. Like, they don't genuinely go, oh, I'm friends with Jimmy, Carol, whatever. Are these people genuinely giving me something? And when I say giving you something, I mean being a friend. A friendship is a relationship, just like a boyfriend and girlfriend. It's a relationship. And relationships require both a two-way street. And if you're giving, you're genuinely a nice guy, but Carol isn't giving you shit. Maybe even Carol is saying your ideas suck, or they don't want you to be there, or maybe they suddenly are only there for you when you're killing it. You have a really good day, of course they're going to be there for you having a good day. But when you're having a bad day, can you FaceTime Carol? Would Carol will she pick up?
No.
You need to assess that shit. And once you do that, you'll realize, damn, I have a lot less friends than I had before. But the ones that you have are the ones that you should only care about. And they might only have one. You might only have three, but that doesn't matter. It's dealing with that. And that eliminates a lot of the BS in your life, personally. And it saves you time, you know? But yeah.
Yeah. I just wanted to go over that because, you know, a huge, you know, about the stock market and anything you want to do in life to succeed at it, you know, you gotta have that motivation, you gotta have that energy within you, and have people around you that want you to succeed and aren't there to, you know, make you feel like they don't want you to succeed. And it's very easy to tell, and yeah, that's just something we want to talk about.
I think
right
like
now.
the biggest thing is like when you first start investing, like obviously me and Julian are very new to the game in the long run, right? There's people been in the industry, you know, the market for 25, 30, 40 years. But when you start investing, first off, especially at a young age, a lot of people aren't into the market at a young age. A lot of people are going to be like, well, it's just gambling or whatever. You can't listen to those people because if they haven't done it, then how the fuck do they know what you can accomplish and what you can't accomplish? You know? So many people go, oh, the stock market's great and all, you know, for people that have money, whatever. We've talked about that in a previous podcast. You don't need to be rich to, you know, invest. You know, so this is specifically for stocks, but it applies to any industry. You know, you don't listen to other people that haven't actually done it, because chances are the people that actually done it and they've succeeded won't tell you to go away from it, because they'll tell you to keep going. And those are the people you need to hang with. So if you realize, oh shit, I have no friends like that, then it's no big deal. Be a loner for a little bit and reach out to people that will actually fucking help you. You know? Anyways, next point is dealing with tough times.
Yeah, it's so everyone really deals with tough times, you know, especially teenagers, you know, coming right through high school. You don't really know what you're gonna do with your life yet. You know, a lot of people are judging you, looking at you like, you know, like what, like trying to make you make all these decisions when you're just 17 years old, 18 years old.
You don't even know what you want, you know.
So that puts a lot of pressure on teenagers, and it makes you stressed, and you don't even know what you're feeling, but you know you're going through stress, and you're not where you want to be yet in life. So, just some things to keep in mind every day. We're gonna talk about some things that we do personally
to deal with tough times, to deal with tough situations. There might be days, there might be weeks, there might even be a month that was, you know, not the best, or you feel down on yourself. You might want to throw in the towel. You might want to just get, I'm done with this shit. I'm done. But you can't feel that way. And we're going to share some techniques that really work for us, and then we're going to continue to learn new ones. So if you guys have any suggestions, just leave them in the comment section down below and let us know what you guys use. But Julian, like, what do you think? What do you use during like a tough day when it's not going?
So I mean, if you do have a good friend, even if you have one good friend to talk to, talking to friends and people, you know, that make you feel good when you're around them. You know, you get a positive vibe when you connect with them, you know, and connecting with people daily. And, you know, if you're going through something and having someone to talk to about whatever you're going through, it is extremely helpful. And, you know, a lot of times it's super relatable, and everyone is going through the same things like 90% of the time. And, you know, so that's probably my one thing that I would say.
Yeah.
You know, if you're going through anything, if you have one friend, and
that's all you need.
And Lucas, let's say you have no friends to talk to.
Yeah.
What would you say to do?
Honestly, there's nothing like spending time by yourself. I mean, I recommend getting your AirPods in if you got that kind of drip. Maybe some wired AirPods like I have, not AirPods, but you know, earbuds, and just go for a walk around nature. And just sunset time. I mean, unfortunately, we live in San Diego. We have the coolest sunsets ever. But, you know, let's say you're living in the Midwest, you're living in the East Coast, whatever, it gets cold. Just go for a walk. Find a nature area. If you live in a city, you know, just go for a walk around the city. Listen to some music. Listen to music that makes you feel good. Music that, like, makes you feel like an animal. And remember the times that were good when we were listening to that music, and instill that person that you remember listening to that music into yourself. That's how you restore confidence. Because confidence isn't something we're born with. It's something that we develop. And that's how you deal with tough times. If you, like Julian said, talk to someone, I recommend doing something that working out, honestly. There's nothing like a good fucking workout. That's how you release energy in a positive light, you know. I love working out. It's my favorite thing to do when I'm by myself. I just love working out. I mean, people can relate to that. I mean, take all the energy out that you want to take on that person and put it towards the weight, put it towards the treadmill, put it towards your fitness goals, because it really, really helps. So those are some techniques we deal with.
And go get some money.
Go get some bread. Deal with it.
Money helps too.
It does. It does. I think focusing on other people should not be your priority. I mean, obviously you need to care about the ones around you, and you need to care about your neighbor and your close family, but focusing on yourself, being one with yourself. I call it faith in self. Having faith in yourself, because when you follow your own path, you'll meet people that you're meant to meet. And I don't know. That's just how I think. Julian, you got anything on that?
Nah, I mean, I think that's about it for.
Yeah, that kind of hits it kind of good tie-in from talking about criticism, fake friends, and tough times. But now it's time.
Yeah, we're going into the best part.
Talking about portfolios, what it means, diversification, high risk. So Julian, take it away, man.
I thought we were on the picks, not yet the best.
But Julian thought we were going to picks.
Yeah,
that's next.
We're just gonna talk about having. You probably have heard the term diversified portfolio, and you've probably heard. Maybe you've heard the word aggressive or high risk portfolio, but a diversified portfolio wouldn't necessarily be an aggressive portfolio. That means that it's slow growth, low risk versus fast growth, high risk. And those are probably the main two differences. And having a diversified portfolio kind of puts a little bit less amount of money into a wider range of companies.
For example,
across different,
For example, you might have 15 stocks in a diversified portfolio, and let's say all 15 or 3 of the 15 are each in different sectors like technology, then agriculture, then then finance or banking, right? It's different industries, because different industries, they're not all really connected. I mean, some of them are. The market as a whole is connected. That's the only real thing, but being diverse, it kind of guarantees you long-run profit, right? You get a consistent amount, but over a slow amount of time, and it will compound, especially if you reinvest dividends. If they're dividend stocks, you reinvest the dividends. That's preferred for people that have less investing time. So let's say you're a 45-year-old, and you want to retire in 69. That's a smaller window than an 18-year-old kid coming out of high school or a 22-year-old college grad, So it's all about your investing horizon, how much money you want to make by X date. And that's how you determine kind of how you want to invest in. And we're going to give you some ideas and concepts that you can kind of take running with you, how we do it and how we're learning to do it and how we're going to continue. And again, we're learning as well. And we're not financial advisors, We're not going to here to manage your 401k. We're here to give you suggestions on how you can manage your 401k.
Indeed. Yeah, and so having like a diversified portfolio, when one sector, let's say it's technology, let's say, Microsoft, AMD, they're down, and you have 14 other companies that you're invested in other sectors that are still potentially positive or green on the day. Mm-hmm. So that eliminates you taking a big loss if you were actively on your account trading, trying to make money.
And you manage it less. Like if you have a diverse portfolio, you don't have to buy and sell as frequent. You can literally probably touch it once a week, maybe touch it once every 2 weeks. Because they're long holds. They are holds, right? You're going to might be making 2% days, 1% every single day. But over the course of the long run, it's going to be terrific. You'll be up double your money, and if you keep reinvesting into work. But let's say you want to go to high risk. Let's say you want to make X amount, a lot amount of money, short amount of time. Well, your risk is higher because you need to put a lot more money in a lot fewer stocks. What would you recommend stock? How many stocks you thinking?
But I would say basically for me as an aggressive trader right now.
How many stocks are you holding right now?
Only about 6.
Only about 6.
So, but I'm doing options, so I'm holding 6 contracts. But right now, after I'm on my plan is to have a high speed, high risk track. Right now in investing. So a lot of my companies, I'm putting a lot of my money, $1,000 into one company, planning on their movement. So instead of putting that $1,000 across
into like 10 companies,
10 to 20 different companies that
sense.
Would have a slower growth. So I put all that money into one. When that goes up 10% to 20%, I'm making that more of a return. And if it goes down, I'm losing all of that.
And there's plenty of strategies to kind of gauge that, because obviously if you're putting a lot of money into a small amount of stocks, you need to do your fucking research or you're going to get burned. And in later podcasts, we'll talk about different techniques, different trading, technicalities, analysis of a stock, like I spoke on this before, previous weeks. I'm a value investor a lot more than Julian. Julian's very analytical. He likes going into the hype, the news, and kind of predicting how it's gonna go in the short run. But I think having both of us here being different types of investors is very, very valuable because we're kind of the two categories of kind of trading, I guess, in the market, But being a good mix of both is crucial in understanding both techniques. But
yes.
Yeah, like for me, I have two portfolios. I got a Webull, and then I have a Charles Schwab account. My Charles Schwab's an IRA, a Roth IRA. I will talk about that in the future. It's basically just a retirement account that's tax deferred, but basically that's very diverse. I have almost all ETFs in index funds, which are just broad market stocks. You bind like 100 companies in one pick. I have several thousand in that one, and then my Webull it's my fun account. I mean, that's where I'm trading very, very aggressively. I got 4 stocks, 3 stocks, 5 stocks. I'm trading. I have several. I have 1,000 in one company. I have like 700 in another company, instead of spreading it across like 20 companies. And that's kind of what me and Julian. So those are 2 different trading styles. So kind of recap it, Julian, so give him a good recap.
Yeah, so yeah, there's diversified and aggressive, and it's good to understand and know how to do both. Mm-hmm. In the long run, it's if you understand how to do both of these, you will make a lot of money in the stock market.
You would. Just understanding both principles is so crucial. Because if you're just blindly investing, putting money into something, not doing your research, that is gambling, and you might as well just go to Vegas and then, play against the house. Mm-hmm. But the good thing with the market is, you can really, if you do your research, if you read the 10Qs, if you read, all those different documents, if you look at the PB ratios and stuff, you can give a good insight as to how that, particular equity is doing. And, that kind of covers that. We're going to transition to our previous picks from last week and then talk about our top 2 picks for this week. All
right, let's go right into Lancadia Holdings that I called out last week.
LCA.
Had a fantastic week, honestly, Lucas. I don't know, you made some money with
I did great. I got in that week before.
It's been they've been just announcing there's been 2 news drops since on the merger date. I think the merger now is December 18th. So yeah, it's my price target is $50 still. I think it's at 24 right now.
Okay.
But that there's still a lot more room to run.
Definitely.
But yeah, this week was great for Lancadia. I can't wait for the ticker change. Like I said, my plan is to get out as soon as the ticker change, even before the ticker change, and then get back in after that sell-off, and then ride all the way up to $50 and make some money.
That's what's good.
Yeah.
LCA, I mean, I'm telling you, this company, as long with Bill Ackman's company, Bill Ackman's a huge investor, and his company is Perishing Square Totine Holdings. It's an acquisition corp. And these two, my opinion, these 2 SPACs are going to be huge. They're going to blow up, and then they're going to have a little sell-off, but then these are the companies they're merging with. I mean, Bill Ackman is looking at Airbnb, looking at DoorDash. Combinations that might have changed as of now. But right now, we're looking at the beginning of December, maybe in a week, this merger happening. With Golden Nugget.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but that's what LCA is.
No, December 18th.
December 18th is the merging date. So
it'll change on that.
Expect a big boom on that, and then a little bit of a sell off. So get in if you can. But then again, no guarantees. We know we're not gurus here. We don't have the holding of the stock market future in our hands. But yeah, that's just that. Last week, honestly, kind of forgot what I recommended. Not gonna lie, I think I was talking about
Come on.
I think I was talking about Corsair. I think that was my company last week.
Nah.
Was it not Corsair?
I did that 2 weeks ago.
Oh, that was you. Okay, well, honestly, forgot what I did last week. I should probably watch the last video. But anyways,
all right, we'll just go into our picks.
We'll transition into our top 2 picks for the upcoming week. So, Julian, take it away.
Yeah, so this week I'm going to be pushing another SPAC.
He loves those risky ones.
But,
he loves rolling the dice.
In my opinion, if you have risk management, it's not risky if you know when to get out, But anyway, it's going to be ticker SBE, which is Switchback Energy Acquisition.
Okay. What is this company?
So it's a merger company, and they're merging with a company called, not Blink, a charging station company. It competes with Blink.
Gotcha.
What is it called? Hold on.
I don't know. You tell me. You're the one talking about the stock.
It's Blink. I think it's Blink. I want to say Blink.
This is what's the ticker for this? SBE.
SBE.
SBE, and it's a.
But basically it doesn't really matter. But it basically is merging with a electric battery cell charging company.
Okay.
For the EV sector, and
which is popping off right now. The EV sector is just going insane.
This company, I want to say it's Blink. Don't quote me on that, but it owns like 70% of the market in charging stations. So
wow.
It has a lot room.
And the merger hasn't gone through yet?
No, it has not gone through yet. It is, I believe, in December. We're looking for December.
Okay.
But
and if you guys don't know
December
already,
15th. Yeah. So it's coming up soon. So it has ran up a lot. Just be mindful. So I still want to get in for my specific play at this point and then sell off before. But it is. I'm gonna say that this has ran up quite a bit since it IPO'd.
What's it trading at right now?
It's in the 30s.
It's in the 30s.
It's $32.
Do you know what it was at just a couple weeks ago or just recently?
It was started at $10.
Jeez Louise, wow.
$32.90.
200% in like what, 3 weeks?
Month. But like I said, this is the biggest charging station company in the United States.
These are big mergers happening all in this month. So a lot of opportunities for a high amount of reward, with a considerable amount of risk, but I think if you get in at the right time before a merger, it's almost guaranteed that you'll have a good run up. And then as long as you sell out and you don't hold past and get greedy, again, we talked about that last week, you're going to get greedy, you're going to keep going up on that merger day or the day after, the day before. But you need to realize, hey, if I get out of this position, I can get right back in when it goes down 20% the next day or in the next week. So be worried. Now it's SBE, correct?
Yep.
SBE.
Switchback Energy.
Switchback Energy. All right. My pick for the week is Turtle Beach. HEAR here. If you have any gamers watching this, I'm sure you guys know Turtle Beach. They make a terrific headset. They're very much into headsets and all sorts of gaming gear. My mom actually used to work for the company in their sales department. But Turtle Beach actually has sold off from $22, $23 a share down to about $16, and I bought in at around $19 because I was trying to see. It has a really good growth pattern right now, and if you look at the analyst ratings, the low is at 23 or 22, and then this is basing off analyst ratings, which I don't always recommend doing, but given how it's traded in the past couple weeks, it's at almost $19.97, $20 a share. I'm thinking this can go up to about 24 and a little bit of a sell-off, so we got a good 15-20% you can get on this. And that's my pick for the week. I put significant sum into this just Friday. Just Friday I put it into. And one thing that's great, they're also a terrific company. They have really good asset to debt ratio, meaning they're keeping their assets high. They've actually increased it with very, very little amount increase in their liabilities, which is a really good sign. Their sales are down though for the last quarter, but I think that's what's made this stock such a good pick because it's not going anywhere in my opinion, and I think they really have a good foundation around them. But yeah, that's HEAR, Turtle Beach for the week. That's my pick. And Julian?
So yeah, that's a great call. It's SBE, and then correction so they're competing with Blink Charging, and they're merging with ChargePoint.
ChargePoint is the merger.
And then the ticker will become CHP.
CHP.
CHPT.
CHPT will be the change in the ticker, right?
I think it's pretty nice.
That's pretty sick.
It is about how marketable
it's
the
true.
ticker is.
Anyways, guys, thank you so much for tuning into this week's L&J Financial Podcast. I think we had a lot of sick-ass topics.
That was great.
We hope you feel enlightened and motivated to go into the week, to go kick ass, go after your dreams. Hopefully you put a couple more dollars into the market, get some confidence in you. But guys, we'll see you next Sunday, same time, same place. This has been Lucas.
It's been Julian. Peace.
L&J Financial, we out.